Okay, here we are back in Pokemon Scarlet. So the 7-star Eevee event is live, Blue is not here, I don't have the Nintendo Online anymore, so we're just going in alone. I'm bringing Iron Hands because I have this handy. This is by far easier with Annihilate, like Annihilate will murder this poor thing. So to explain, I have a Clear Amulet because the Eevee is all about debuffs, so if you have someone with Defiant or Competitive, you can heavily punish it. But I don't have one of those handy. I was expecting Yawn cheese for this, so I was actually building a Pinurchin that has the ability Electric Terrain to offset the... Wow. This is a pretty crappy team. If you can get anyone with Intimidate in the bots, like, this gets even easier because Eevee only has Hyper Voice and Double Edge. So if you can take the bite out of Double Edge, it gets vastly easier. So if you can't tell, I tried this once already, but the RNG decided I wasn't going to win. And what I mean by that is, I had this thing under control, I was in Terra, and all of a sudden Eevee did this crit that just wiped me out. Immediately after I used a belly drum, it did the crit just to finish me off from there. It never actually hit that hard, but like I said, RNG decided, nope, I'm done, so... Otherwise, if you notice, the Double Edge does about 70. Hyper Voice was... I'm not sure offhand, but you can see the Drain Punch is more than enough to keep you sustained after the belly drum. The only thing you really have to worry about is if Eevee does multiple moves in one turn, which it will do as time runs out. Anyway, we have Hyper Voice here, so that was at, I think, 77. So basically, we're just going to sustain off a Drain Punch. I went ahead and tossed in a couple of point boosters on it so that we could guarantee we have enough to last. And there's the crit, but luckily this time it happened at a really fortuitous time. Otherwise, for the Pinurchin strategy, in case you're wondering, since it may pop up later, it combos with Iron Hands to provide the Electric Terrain immediately from turn 1. And then my goal is to spam Wave Crash to lower Eevee's attack. So had I been with Blue, that's what we would be doing, because my Electric Terrain will enable the Torque Drive, he'll hit harder, I'll take Eevee's bite away from it, and, well, it just gets very, very ugly for the dog from there. So right there you can see the Clear Amulet is blocking the various debuffs the Eevee's going to lob at you. And the one thing that kind of sucks is Eevee is faster. Since the shield is up, generic debuffs will not work. Screech, Metal Sound, so on. You have to use Wave Crash if you lower its attack, Acid Spray for, I don't know if that's its defense or special defense. Snarl for special attack, or Mystical Fire for special attack, that type of thing. So right there was the game over when I played this previous attempt. And now we have the Terra boost, we're good to go. Well, like I said, Annihilate does this pretty easily on account of being a ghost. I don't know if Eevee has Shadow Ball, it probably does, and just doesn't use it because it doesn't have as much power. But otherwise, we're in the home stretch for the most part. Eevee will wipe our stats one more time, I believe. And right there you can see that did 110. I'm not sure why its power went up, because it doesn't have any buffs of its own to fall back on. But for the most part, as long as you have something that can Drain Punch, this is a piece of cake. In the event you're running a special attacker, I'd prefer something with competitive that could hit it. Like, I was kind of leaning towards Kill-A-Watch Roll, but in the event that I actually do have one of those made, in case you can see me. I had one of those made that I was going to plan as a possible attempt if Blue needed more firepower for this. Like, they made its HP really ridiculous. The only drawback, though, is since Kill-A-Watch Roll is a flyer, it will not get the Electric Terrain protection. I'd be saying it with Trophy, you couldn't tell them what I'm talking about. Basically, if Eevee used Yawn, I'd have to try to roost or something to get the effect, and it's not quite guaranteed. So let's see if Eevee gets another attack here. No, it did not. So let's see if we get... Okay, that was another 110. And this should put us back in the clear. Basically took out half of what's left. Full heal without the shell bell. Okay, so it has bite. That's what it does to ghosts. Now we know. And that's a wrap, folks. So sadly, you can only get one Mightiest Mark Eevee. It's up to you if you want to evolve it into something or another. I already have my signature Umbreon, so I'm probably cool on that front. The one upside to this event is there's also lots of Eevee outbreaks. You can farm shinies if you're so inclined. And from there, yeah, we definitely want to get this thing in a luxury ball, I think. I need to go buy more. If you're so inclined, you can give them an ability patch, give them the hidden ability, and field your Espeon, Sylveon, Jolteon. From time to time you'll see a Vaporeon, but I hardly ever see Flareon, Leafeon, or Glaceon. But yeah, this is the nice little break before we have to go worry about Hisui Samurott. Huh. So we get a bunch of normal Terra Shards, which I expected. The ability patch that comes with every 7-star, but then a Water Stone, a Thunder Stone, a Fire Stone, a Leaf Stone, and an Ice Stone. So one for each of those because Espeon and Umbreon are affection-based. Otherwise, I didn't look to see if the Eevee is like a record big or a record small. I don't really care. For the most part, the 7-star things are just trophies, and I'm only going to be doing them until I get bored. Or they become DLC required, in which case, yeah, I'll break those, I'll break the habit very, very quickly. So otherwise, where to go? Here it is. Bite, Charm, Hyper Voice, Double Edge. Anticipation. Oh, Hardy Nature, that's what I was looking for, so it's neutral. And of course it has the Mightiest Mark by default. So if you want this one, very, very easy to get. It's up to you if you really want the Eevee, because there's easier ways to get them, and well, it's up to you if it's really, really worth it. But otherwise I'm going to need to rearrange this since I'm running out of space in the box, and they gave us a lot more boxes for the DLC, so I actually should rearrange some of these. At least I assume this is DLC, and maybe I've been blind, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going to rearrange crap, and next time we'll be a little bit better organized, I hope. I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.